We collide, we break down, caving in to our doubts. Faces filled with sadness. When words are said, we'll regret. I can see the fire that we made just to save us. When we try to make up but never letting go. Said the things we promised not to say, then we break up just to start all over, even though we know this is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better. We can't be heartache together. This is the hard way better. Let's go back, let's start again, to a place a long time ago when I kissed your lips. I can see the fire that we made just to save us. When we try to make up but never letting go. Said the things we promised not to say, then we break up just to start all over, even though we know.
Hey, first off, I just want to say Merry Christmas. Thanks for taking just a few moments and watching this and allowing us to share with you. My name is Josh Overton, and I get the privilege of being the lead pastor of Rescue Church, a brand new church coming to Durham just a few short weeks. And as you're celebrating today, or maybe you're starting tomorrow and definitely on Christmas, we all have our festivities, we all have our traditions. But if you're like me, there's certain things that Christmas always reminds me of. And it always brings out certain things. And so I wanted to take just a few minutes of your time and share with you three things that Christmas should remind us of. And the first one is simply this, that love came down. There's actually three letters in the Bible, 1 John, 2 John, 3 John, and they were all written by a guy named John, who was known as John the Evangelist. And this was a guy, a follower of Jesus, a disciple, that witnessed the life and the ministry of Jesus up close and personal. Like, he witnessed all of the jaw-dropping miracles. He was the only disciple, the only follower who was actually at the cross when Jesus was hanging there, giving up his life for you and me. And in fact, there was a moment while Jesus was still hanging on the cross that he actually looked at John and he's like, John, I need you to take care of my mom. You need to take care of Mary. So that just speaks to the relationship that they had. And given his chance, John, while writing out his letter, he had a chance to describe God. And he took one word to sum up all of God's nature and characteristics into one thing. And that word was love. And it goes on to say in 1 John 4:8 that this is how God showed his love among us, that he sent his one and only Son, Jesus, into the world, and that we might live through him. So at the heart of Christmas is love. Love came down, and the gift that it brought was life. Love came down, and hope has won. Now, hope is one of those words, right, that is used extensively in our culture, in our society. And because of that, I think we've watered down the true meaning. I think it's lost some of the weight that it carries. So for instance, a few weeks ago, when we got all the snow here in Durham, half of you watching this video were like, man, I hope it snows. The rest of you were like, man, I hope it doesn't snow, right? In other words, we have tied the word hope to a meaning and a word that was never intended to be defined by, a wish, right? Because a wish is just dependent upon how strong your desire is for this thing. But biblically, we understand hope to be not wishful thinking, but a confident expectation of what God has promised us. And that is not dependent upon our desire. That is dependent upon his faithfulness and his promise. Unfortunately, for many of us watching this video, our life, the things that we've encountered, things that we've experienced, have led us to believe that hope in its essence is dead. But I want to take just a moment, and this Christmas, I want to reassure you that hope is alive and well. Now, I'm not sure where you fall on the scope of your feelings and emotions towards Christmas. For some of you, it makes you come alive. For others, maybe this isn't the most wonderful time of the year, right? Maybe because of some of the strains around your relationships, or maybe you lost a loved one, that this time of the year has you truly feeling hopeless. Now listen, what I'm about to say is the whole reason we made this entire video package. The next thing I'm about to say is this. Not only has love come down, not only has hope won, but rescue is here. See, so if you start back at the beginning of our story, back at the beginning of this journey, at the beginning of the Bible, God makes this promise to Isaac. In Genesis chapter 26, he says this, "Fear not, for I am with you." If you're familiar with the Bible, if you've been to church, you know that those I am statements are just littered all through the Bible. Even in the New Testament, with Jesus making I am statements. And over and over and over again, God continues to show up to make that declaration, to make that promise that I am with you, right? Fear not, I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. I am with you. And we see this promise delivered to Isaac. And the beautiful thing about the Christmas story that so many of us know, we've read, we've been to church on Christmas Eve or Christmas morning, and we hear it every year. But what if we actually believed it and lived with this truth in perspective? That in Matthew chapter 1, when the angel is not just declaring the promise, but delivering the promise to Mary to carry, the fulfillment of the I am with you promise. And he says this in verse 23, and they shall call his name Emmanuel. Emmanuel, that's an Advent song that we sing every year, right? Emmanuel, God with us. Listen to me. God with us. It's not God against us. It's not God apart from us. It's not God apathetic towards us. No. Jesus is the fulfillment of God's promise to be with us. I am with you. Jesus is that very fulfillment. In other words, like 1 John says, God is love, and Jesus is the fulfillment of that love. And God sent Jesus here for you and I to bring us closer to him. See, love has come down. Because of that, hope is won. Now rescue is here.
If my heart is overwhelmed and I cannot hear your voice, I'll hold on to what is true, though I cannot see. If the storms of life they come and the road ahead gets steep, I will lift these hands of faith, I will believe. And I remind myself of all that you've done and the life I have because of your Son. And love came down and rescued me. Love came down and set me free. I am yours. I am forever yours. Mountain high or valley low, I sing out, remind my soul that I am yours. I am forever yours. When my heart is filled with hope, when every promise comes my way, when I feel your hands of grace rest upon me, staying desperate for you, God, staying humbled at your feet, I will lift these hands in praise, I will believe. And I remind myself of all that you've done and the life I have because of your Son. And love came down and rescued me. Love came down and set me free. I am yours. I high, valley low, I sing out, my soul.